Dillian Whyte posted a picture on social media, which I'll leave a link to in the description below. I encourage you all to go and look at this picture. It's a picture of him, I guess, in the mirror, and he's looking in better shape than we've seen him in previously, or at least for a long time. I think the work that he's been doing with whatever gym he's working with now, and obviously his trainer, Mark Tibbs, is going well. He looked more solid in his last fight than he did against Joshua, in my opinion, even though he was a bit heavier. But that's not really what was, has been catching the attention of many people that have looked at this picture. What people have been noticing and have been talking about is the fact that Dillian Whyte appears to have some type of dressing on his left shoulder. Now, when you look at the picture, bear in mind that the picture is inverted. So he's either taking it in a mirror, or there are certain apps which actually invert whatever they're taking a picture of. Okay, so the shoulder appears to be his right shoulder in the picture, but it's definitely his left shoulder in reality, because his left shoulder is the one that's got the tattoo on it. Go look at any of his fights. And his left shoulder appears to be strapped up. Some type of, dressing on there. I don't know whether that's normal as part of the ongoing rehabilitation for his shoulder, whether it's just a precautionary measure, or whether he has maybe felt some type of niggle in that left shoulder of his. But so close to this fight with Dave Allen, that's got to be a concern. We're 2 weeks away from that fight now. Dave Allen is surely going to look at that shoulder and say, you know what? Forget about Dillian Whyte's head. I'm going for that shoulder. That's what any intelligent fighter would do. Any fighter with an ounce of common sense, they're going to say, I'm going for that shoulder. Particularly a guy in Dave Allen's position who hasn't had, much notice. Probably ain't in the best condition. I mean, he might be down in terms of weight. His weight ain't all the way up there. But in terms of fight condition, cardiovascular condition, that's another matter. And in terms of sharpness, ring sharpness, if he's only had, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of sparring, it's not ideal in terms of sharpness. So he's going to look for any advantage he can get. And, I have to wonder why Dillian Whyte actually posted that picture. Maybe he don't care. Maybe he wants Dave Allen to think that he's got a bad shoulder. Or maybe he, like I say, don't care. Maybe it's just a precautionary thing and he wasn't even thinking about it. He just took the picture and uploaded it straight away to social media. Or perhaps it's a way of Dillian Whyte showing people that actually it's not only Dave Allen that's not going into the fight 100%. I'm also not going into the fight 100%. Maybe it's his way of saying that without actually saying it. Interesting. Drop your comments in the comment section below. But really and truly, there can be no excuses from Dillian Whyte after this fight if it all goes wrong. Because if his left shoulder still is injured, as I say, Dave Allen is coming into the fight on short notice. So there can be no excuses. And if Dillian Whyte's shoulder is injured, I guess you can say Dave Allen can't really complain that much either, because even if he ain't had a full camp, he's going in there against a guy who isn't fully healthy in terms of he may be carrying an injury. So really, you can't accept any excuses from either guy. Maybe perhaps they're both handicapped in some way. I'm looking forward to this fight. I really am. And it's going to be interesting. As I say, have a look at this picture. Let me know what you think of Dillian Whyte's shoulder situation. And just talking about these type of injuries, tissue injuries. I've had similar injuries to that myself. And they take years to heal fully. And I'm talking about years. Some people have those type of injuries and they never fully heal. When it's a broken bone, especially if it's not a reoccurring broken bone, but if it's a one-off, they tend to heal a lot quicker and a lot better than tissue injuries, soft tissue injuries, which sometimes they never really fully heal, and it's always a massive problem. Most people will tell you that they never really fully recover, and if they do, it's down to a whole heap of rest, a very, very long time which has elapsed, and very, very good physiotherapy. Dillian Whyte, obviously, being with Matchroom now and all that, he'll be getting the best of the best in terms of physiotherapy, and maybe that's all it was. Maybe it's just part of the ongoing rehabilitation of the shoulder, but I still think, why would you show that on social media? Because your opponent is going to look at that as a weakness and they're going to target it. So, I don't know. Have a look at the picture for yourselves and let me know what you think. Hopefully I've given you some food for thought. All right? It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.